Breva is the name of the wind that blows on Como Lake. If you ever been to Como Lake, like George Clooney, it's basically at the border of Switzerland and Italy, but the weather, the climate is like you're on the French Riviera. It's a Mediterranean climate, but in the middle of the Alps, and this climate does exist because of Breva, these winds that are coming from the south and that creates this microclimate. This is the same size as the Génie 01. The case has been slightly modified, but still they remain the same. Before you go to fly, you open the crown, so you equalize the pressure. With the actual pressure, you call the tower. They give you the exact air pressure, which is related not to the altitude, but which is related to the weather changing of pressure. So then you set it, you screw it back, and then you can go, you fly 1, 2, 3 hours, and then you're sure when you land again, you're going to be at the right altitude. To speak again about the challenges of these technologies, first we are in direct contact with the outside of the case. And we don't want to have any moisture, humidity, water into the watch, so even if it's open, you can put the watch in the water. Water won't get into the watch, but we don't recommend it. For more security, you can screw it back and then you can go. So this is one thing. So here in this crown you have 31 components that filter the air. You have a woven Teflon membrane that allows only oxygen getting in or out of the case, so not H2, hydrogen. If you don't have H2, you don't have water in. And of course the dust cannot get into. Also, even though the technology is the same, the 50% of the movement is completely different. Because for the weather forecast you read and you need to check a difference of plus or minus 3% of the volume of air, which gives you the fully weather climate you can find on Earth. For going between 0 minus 100 and 17,000 feet, you change the volume of air 50%. So even though they look the same, the capsules are not the same. This is an altimetric capsule. The first one of the Génie 1 is a barometric capsule. And then you have a linearity of the curve going from 0 to 5,000 meters that should be very straight, unless the one of the Génie 1 is a sinusoidal curve, which goes plus 3, minus 3, plus 3, minus 3, and this one is really a very long curve. So it's not the same, but it's working in a way in the same way, but the movements are completely different.